I'm always delighted to be with Saul News. This has been such a leader in the conservative movement and the Republican Party.
Welcome to the Saul's Newsstand News Rewind for January the 6th, 2023. The Washington Examiner reports, DeSantis pushes bill to strip Disney World of self-governance status. Governor Ron DeSantis is pushing a bill that would deprive Disney World of its special self-governance status. Sources in Governor DeSantis' office say that the self-governing status of the company would be replaced by a state-run board with members appointed by the governor himself. Disney World has enjoyed self-governance status since 1967, largely through the lobbying efforts of the company. The legislation also seeks $700 million in unpaid debts accrued by Disney World while ensuring that the cost doesn't fall on Orange County taxpayers. The assurance does away with one of the greatest concerns about stripping Disney World of its self-governance status, that local taxpayers would be required to pay off its debts. Fox News reports, Biden roasted for announcing he will visit the southern border after 2 years. Too little, too late. After President Biden announced Wednesday that he plans to visit the U.S.-Mexico border during his trip to Mexico next week, conservatives on social media blasted the president for having waited so long to make the trip. Representative Darrell Issa, a Republican from California, tweeted, "Now Biden says his intent is to visit the border next week. Too little, too late. But at least he'd get to see the crisis he created." Since taking office, the Biden administration has seen record illegal immigrant crossings. As of last week, there were over 600,000 total migrant encounters at the border since October the 1st. This set a new record for the months of October, November, and December. And finally, The Hill reports, Stabenow to retire, creating GOP pickup opportunity in Michigan. Senator Debbie Stabenow, a Democrat from Michigan, the chairwoman of the Democrat Policy and Communications Committee, and a close ally of Senate Majority Leader Charles Schumer, announced on Thursday she is not running for re-election in 2024. The Democrats have to defend 23 Senate seats in the next election, including those held by independent Senators Kristen Sinema from Arizona, Bernie Sanders from Vermont, and Angus King from Maine. Senator Stabenow says she intends to, quote, begin a new chapter in my life by continuing to serve our state outside of elected office and spending more time with my family, including my amazing 96-year-old mom. And that concludes your Saul's Newsstand News Rewind for January 6th, 2023. For more political news faster, visit saulsnews.com.